Last time on the American Crappie Trail, anglers took to the waters of Grenada Lake, renowned as the premier crappie fishing lake in the country. The bite started out slow for most, but picked up later on in the afternoon, producing some great weights at the scales. It was the team of Stephen Sullivan and Jamie Robertson who took the lead on day one with 14.59 pounds. However, the rest of the field is not far behind, as 5 teams weighed in over 14 pounds of fish. What will Grenada greet the anglers with today? Find out as General Tire presents the American Crappie Trail on Grenada Lake, Mississippi.
We honestly, it drives us nuts to be on the right fish to win this thing and cannot get them on our hook. Sometimes a little bit of luck goes a long way. I'd rather be lucky than good sometimes, especially at Grenada.
It's just out here on this lake, any way you turn the front of the boat might be the 2 or 3 fish you need to put you in the top. So on Lake Grenada, you don't never give up, brother. And when you fish for $80,000 purse, most money ever been paid in a qualifying crappie tournament in the history of the business that I know of. So we don't give up till it's over.
The target's 14 today. It's another day. We did it at the Ouachita River. We're gonna see if we can do it again today, so.
It's gonna be fun.
We're in first place after the day one, and we're looking forward to day two. We're just gonna get in there and grind it out.
We'd have never thought in a million years that we would have been in first place today, you know, but our biggest thing is we stuck to our plan, and that's what we've learned to do. Don't second guess ourselves, stick to it. We grinded it out in our area. We knew the fish were there. We just waited on the bite.
Here we are, day 2, Grenada Lake, land of the giants. Man, it's been so much excitement. Matt, what do you think?
A lot of excitement and a lot of big fish. 121 teams, a lot of them caught limits. Sullivan and Robertson are leading this event with over 14 pounds. Those are giant fish for the middle of September. Day number 2, we've got a little bit more wind. It's gonna be a more challenging day for these guys. It's gonna be a tell-all at the weigh-in.
You know, whatever you do, don't miss our weigh-in here at American Crappie Trail at Grenada Lake.
We're pulling out, day 2. Just getting ready to grind it out. We got the lead, you can't back up now. When I looked over yesterday and I saw Ronnie Capps and Steve Coleman and Ann Whitey Outlaw, they had found the same fish we were on, it made me a little nervous.
So we're sitting here, we've got about 3 minutes before we can legally start fishing. It's about 6:27. So we're looking at our Garmin Panoptics with live scope, and what it does, it's shooting sonar in front of the boat, and I've got a grid pattern set up so I can tell how many feet out the fish are and how deep they are. You can see fish right here swimming on the screen. You can see these bright orange spots. Those are your fish. Most of them are hanging close to the surface, about the 3 to 4 foot range. You can see them.
That's a pretty decent fish right there.
Coming by. And so what we're gonna do, we'll start fishing pretty shallow because the fish are hanging pretty close to the surface, which is normal. They usually feed right at the top early in the morning when there's not much light. And then they'll usually go a little deeper when the sun comes up.
3, 2, 1. All right, 6:30, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Kevin Rogers, Matt Beckman, we're sitting in second place. This is our first tournament together. We've known each other for a long, long time. I've been fishing crappie tournaments with my father for 27 years. We are from Truman Lake in Missouri. We are one-pole jig fishermen by trade. That's what we do. But if you fish these crappie tournaments, you have got to be versatile. You got to learn how to troll. Well, I think the winning fish are right here. I mean, there's the 5th place team right there, the 9th place team, the 8th place team, the 3rd place. Everyone's right here. These fish. These fish, they pull this lake down so much that those fish come out of that Schooner Creek, and this is where they've made it to. And then when they keep dropping the lake, they just keep working their way all the way down to the dam as it keeps getting winter time. And everywhere we go, and everyone thinks that crappie relate to structure, and they do in a lot of places, especially our home lake, and the way we like to fish with one jig down the side of a tree, those crappie relate to that cover. They don't do that here. They only do that when they're spawning. These fish roam. They are roamers, and that's why we're going 0.8 mile an hour in covering water. I learned a long time ago. I came down here 27 years ago with one jig pole and jigged every tree in this lake, never caught a fish. They don't seem to live on the structure, and I think it's because they pull the water so quick, they don't have time to sit on it. They're out here chasing bait. That's all they're doing. Them big old crappie are out here chasing this bait, and you just gotta find them. And there is a ton of those. I mean a ton.
Well, we've been staying right in this general area within about 200-yard circle. That's where we caught all our fish yesterday. We're trying to stay in about 10 to 11 foot of water, and we're fishing about, I'd say, 7 to 10 foot deep. Yesterday they seemed to be closer to the bottom. Today they've come up a foot or two. Right off the bat we haven't weighed it, but I know it's over 1.75 pounds. We got a 180 and then a 157, so 2 good fish. We never really had the time to really search. We just put them down yesterday and started catching fish, and we ended up with 5 waypoints that we've got marked, and we just keep going in a big circle.
Well, it's Championship Saturday here on Grenada Lake. Can't wait to see who takes home that brand new Ranger boat with the Evinrude motor. So stay tuned here at American Crappie Trail.
Lucas Oil's Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Outboard Engine Oil will not only produce a level of confidence with each trip to the lake, but also provide trust backed by rigorous testing on the track as well as on the water. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil has an extensive additive package that will provide clean burning, smooth running, and maximum performance stability to any outboard on the market today. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil will not void your manufacturer's warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean, super easy, super fast.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you are jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. 3rd-generation family company with over 7 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Pole, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. Visit bnmpoles.com for yours today.
Here at Frontier Metal, keeping our customers satisfied is our #1 goal, and quality is a must. Our managers and founders have more than 25 successful years working in the metal roll forming and building materials industry. We offer a large variety of wood in our lumber yard, as well as the highest quality premium metals made in the United States. Whether you're just looking for an extra sheet of plywood or a truckload of metal for your next project, you'll always talk to a crappie fisherman here at Frontier Metal. This episode of American Crappie Trail is brought to you by Lucas Oil Marine Products, made in America, sold to the world. General Tire, anywhere is possible. Ranger Boats, driven to dominate. Evinrude, the official engine of the American Crappie Trail. Mid-State Seed, firmly planted in partnership. And these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. The father and son team of Jason and Parker Eichwurzel had a strong day 1 with 14.33 pounds, but this morning is proving to be more difficult.
Our morning has been slow. I mean, everything, the bite's been slow. We're not even catching a lot of small fish. Yesterday, our bite was late. We went to where we caught our fish yesterday, first thing this morning, and had one small keeper, probably a 125 or so. Made about 3 passes through it and didn't do a whole lot, and moved to another area not far off from it to try it, and caught about a 150. And still the bite's slow, so we're trying to ease back, just cover some ground and go back to where we caught them late yesterday. We fished this thing with Magnolia Crappie Club so many times. You've got to put the weight in there 2 days in a row to win it, and you got to have a little luck involved in it. Oh.
Right. Hey. Oh. 136. Nope, that's not gonna help us. Man, it started off real slow for us. You know, we put one keeper in the boat rather fastly. Then we got to worrying because it wasn't, I mean, yesterday we come through here and got 10 pounds in our first pass. Our second pass today is when it happened for us. We caught our other keepers in our second pass, and they're a little smaller than they were yesterday. So we're just looking to coil now. Try to upgrade best we can. Yeah, we got to throw a lot of fish back in the water that we'd be mighty proud of in Louisiana. This is our first time fishing out of state. It's coming over here. Practice, we didn't catch anything over 1.5 pounds in this location. And yesterday, our first 2 fish was 198 and 196. So they feel like they're moving down the lake, and the big fish just got here yesterday, so we might have to go down the lake a little ways and hunt them up. The weekend warrior's still kind of in us, and we like to catch fish, so we'll grind on the spot pretty good before we move. And I mean, when you throw a 220 in just here and there and yonder, it's kind of hard to leave.
The team of Robert Ward and Grant Crenshaw finished day 1 with 13.91 pounds. They need the bite to pick up soon so they can add to their weight today.
It's been awful today. We had all our fish by this time yesterday, and our bite just died on us. I don't know. Other people are catching them. We're just not. I don't know what's going on. We're speeding up here. We were going a little slower yesterday. We're trying to pick it up a little bit today and just cover more water. We've got 3 decent fish and 1 nice fish, but we're still hunting 3 more, so we got enough time. We can get it done maybe. We're running 7 to 9 foot, running half our baits up high in the water column, just right under the surface, and the other ones we're down on the bottom. Just give a little, get the net. Get the net, get the net, get the net, get the net. Whew. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
There's nothing like a nice keeper to boost a team's spirit.
Oh, well, look at there. You got 2 of the best teams in crappie fishing on either side of me, and I'm right in the middle, so maybe I finally found the right fish.
Finally got a pretty nice fish. 152. 152. It's been kind of slow for us this morning compared to yesterday. I don't know if it's more, there's more fishing pressure in here. I don't know if that's got something to do with it, or it's definitely been slower for us. We're still catching fish, but not the quality we caught yesterday so far. We're pushing crankbaits, and we're fishing about 10 miles a day. We're pushing between 1.2 and 1.3 miles an hour. We had 1357 yesterday. To have a chance at winning it, we need 15 today. To stay in the top 10, I think we probably need about 12 and a half to 13 today. And it's gonna be 27 and a half, 28 pounds to win this thing. Maybe a little more than that. They really caught them good yesterday. And as good as these people are, they'll catch them good again today.
Biggest tournament of the year. We've got 121 boats here at Grenada Lake. So whatever you do, stay tuned for more of American Crappie Trail.
We put the Rockport Rattler to a real test. 2 champion anglers using 4 rods with the competition jigs against 4 rods using the Rockport Rattler. The result, the Rockport Rattler outfished the competition 10-1.
Rockport Rattler gray head.
This patented rattling jig contains a rattling chamber in the body of the jig. The rattle is amplified by using water as a conductor,
Rockport Rattler,
making fish hear it at much greater distances, just like a dinner bell for fish.
If you don't have a Rockport Rattler, you ain't catching crappie.
Land, water, seed, and sunshine. It's what farmers need to make things grow. At Mid-State Seed, we take pride in our partners and grow friendships too, providing quality seed farmers can count on. From quality control to packaging and shipping, Mid-State Seed works hard to distribute affordable product from America's heartland. Mid-State Seed, firmly planted in partnership. Abernathy's Cycles, an authorized powersport dealership in Union City, Tennessee. The nation's largest Polaris ATV and UTV dealership. Unbelievable selection. New model ATVs, motorcycles, scooters. Experienced staff with over-the-top service, repair, and diagnostics to keep your vehicle running at top performance. 64 years of the best quality service and the best quality products. Abernathy's Cycles, proud sponsor of the American Crappie Trail.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-sail foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with ever-new E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech. Mission 22 is dedicated to unite the country in the war against veteran suicide. Bringing our veterans home is every American's job. Ambassadors are creating impact in their community across the country. Mission 22 has comprehensive treatment programs for post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury at no cost to veterans. This is an American issue. No matter where you stand, there's a place for your support. Visit mission22.com to learn more.
For over 30 years, Lucas Oil has provided the very best products for the land and sea. From this success stems another amazing product from the Lucas Marine lineup, Lucas Slick Mist Marine Speed Wax. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Lucas Marine Speed Wax will make your boat look brand new and provide great UV protection. Apply Lucas Marine Slick Mist to wet and dry surfaces in sunlight or shade. It's ideal in both fresh and saltwater application and prevents hard water deposits. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
This episode of the American Crappie Trail is brought to you by B&M Fishing. Quality, performance, and service for over 70 years. Super clean, super easy, super fast, super clean. Angle Coolers, the original high-performance cooler. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. And these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. The Abernathy's team of Tim Blackley and Paul Turner decided to escape the congestion that many anglers are facing on Grenada and set out in search of greener pastures.
Yeah, we started in the back where that crowd of boats was. We caught a couple big fish back there. We kind of went back out in the deeper water where we fished yesterday, and we just both felt that there was so much traffic back there in boats. You know, it was going to hurt their bite. It might not have. They might all come in with 14 pounds. I don't know. But this is kind of a little run we made yesterday, and we're done good, so we're making the same run today. We got plenty of time. I mean, like I told you, we need 3 big fish, 3 good fish, especially 3 2-pound fish. We got a chance to win this tournament. We still got 3 hours to get them, so we're going to get after it. We're going to try to find them. We're going to catch them. Net. That's the craziest fish I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't catch up with him. And these Grenada fish, they're really, really aggressive. They'll come up dead, but when they take off, you better be ready. Fish air help a little bit too. Getting there, boys, we're getting there. We need two more. We're gonna get there.
Oh, it's a good fish. Good fish, get the net. He's hung up in that other line.
He's ours now.
Hey, heck yeah. That's why we come to Grenada right there. A lot of things change as we have 7 of those. So that helps relieve a little bit of pressure, but we need more. If we can catch 6 more of those, I like our chances today. You never know on Grenada. I've seen somebody could bring in an absolute monster total weight, but you give me 6 more of those, I like my chances. Ooh.
Jason and Parker are finally starting to put some decent-sized crappie in the live well. Just over 2/10 out of first place, they'll need to put 7 good fish in the live well to make the charge for the lead.
The wind, been a slow bite for us so far today, but maybe with the wind picking up this afternoon, we can get lucky and catch a few good fish. I don't know. It's 12:30. We still got 2.5 hours to do it, so maybe we can make something happen.
This keeper is not the size that's going to make a big difference in their weight, but when it all comes down to ounces, every little upgrade helps.
Me, for years, I was not disgruntled about trolling, but I didn't understand it the way a lot of these other guys like Matt Morgan, Kit Watson, and Ronnie Capps, and these guys that are really good at it. I've embraced it. I know that I have to do it. If you come to Grenada, you better be trolling. This is definitely a team sport, and everything, the whole setup is for trolling. I mean, the seats, this cooler when we catch a fish. So the rod's 2 minnow buckets, so I don't have to reach and get him a minnow. He can get his own minnows, I can get my own minnows. Someone can always be looking forward. This is all about everyone trying to be up front looking at those fish. Even if you don't tournament crappie fish, and there's an American Crappie Trail tournament on your home lake, man, go to that weigh-in. You will learn so much. The good thing about crappie fishermen is they will tell you everything. Now, they may not take you to the exact waypoint where they caught them, but they will tell you, look at that. They will tell you how they caught their fish. Put that in there, and you'll get that rod back in the water, and we'll worry about that fish in a minute. I'm still looking forward. He's gonna get it re-rigged, I'm still looking here. A lot of times this week, you catch one, there'll be another one. Boy, if you ain't looking, if you're in the back of the boat, it's a good way to lose them.
The Angler of the Year race is tightening up. We've got some great teams out there that are right up there in the top. Whatever you do, don't miss the weigh-in here at American Crappie Trail.
Many people look at a lake and feel a sense of calm serenity. Crappie fishermen feel the heart-pounding anticipation of the thump. That's why host Russ Bailey is addicted to crappie fishing. It's this addiction that takes Russ from the Midwest to the Deep South in search of the best lakes, techniques, and patterns from some of the best crappie anglers in the country. Right here on Brush Pile Fishing.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you are jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. 3rd-generation family company with over 7 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Pole, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. Visit bnmpoles.com for yours today.
As the day winds down, the bite turns on for the anglers. But will the weights hold true to Grenada's reputation? As Championship Saturday comes to an end for the first flight of anglers, they race for the scales. With the high temps today, it's imperative that the fish get checked, weighed, and back in the water as soon as possible. Looking to take the hot seat, the team of Ward and Crenshaw head to the scales.
You're gonna do it too. 13:39, two-day total, 27:30. You're our new leaders, guys. All right, well, you ready for this? Let's find out, okay? We're getting down to it. Yesterday, this team had 14:24. They're gonna need 13:06 to take the lead. They're boat number 84, this team of Matt Satterfield and Peyton Hemphill. Let's see what we got here, guys. And you're gonna do it.
By just over 3/10, they edge out Ward and Crenshaw to take the hot seat.
All right, guys, let's bring up Stephen Sullivan and Jamie Robinson. They are our leaders yesterday with 14:59.
It all comes down to one team.
13:58. Mr. Sullivan, Stephen Sullivan.
A great showing here on day 2. Not often does the top 5 from day 1 stay so consistent on day 2, but these top anglers have really been dialed in here on Grenada and come out on top with outstanding performances. The team of Stephen Sullivan and Jamie Robertson taking home over $25,000. The top 10 leaderboard looks like this, with Sullivan and Robertson in first, Satterfield and Hemphill in second, and Rogers and Beckman in third. Let's go to Matt Morgan and Sam Heaton for the day 2 wrap-up.
The land of the giants. What a fantastic lake. Grenada Lake showed out big time. Our fishermen showed out big time. What do you think, Matt?
121 of the best in the country, they did show out. They just could not beat Sullivan and Robertson from 45 miles up the road, over 28 pounds to win a brand new Ranger boat. Happy for them. All the anglers got a great payday.
Whatever you do, don't miss next week. We're going to show you how these guys caught those fish here on Grenada Lake.
That wraps up the ACT qualifying events for 2018. The next stop is Lake D'Arbonne in March 2019 for the American Crappie Trail National Championships. The B&M Angler Team of the Year race standings after Grenada look like this, with the Super Clean team of Capps and Coleman in first with 785 points. B&M Anglers Terry and Cole Stewart with 774, and the Lucas Oil team of Kent Watson and Drew Morgan with 770. Next week on the American Crappie Trail, we take you on the boat with the top anglers on the trail for keen insight on what it takes to fish the best crappie trail in the nation.